I'm Murray Carter. Welcome to another Carter Cutlery's High Performance Tip. Today we're in the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, at the Bondurant School of High Performance Driving. For decades, the Bondurant School has been teaching students of all walks of life how to drive their vehicles with precision, speed, and safety. Students here have included professional race car drivers, celebrities, military and law enforcement, even teenage drivers, and now you, our YouTube viewers. Let's meet our instructor, Corey Hosford. That was awesome, Corey.
Hey, Murray, how you doing?
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Oh man, we're so happy you guys had us here. Meet Corey Hosford, veteran Bondurant race car instructor and professional precision drifter. Corey's going to take us through some tips and techniques over the next 2 days, and he's going to increase my driving level up several notches. What do you have in store for us first, Corey?
Well, Murray, what I'd like to do is put you in our Cadillac CTS instructor car, and I want to get you out on the racetrack right away. By doing this, I just want to see where your skill set's currently at and see what we have to work with for the next 2 days.
Okay, well, let's get at her.
Great, let's do it.
So we're going to go around the track a couple of times. Corey's going to show us the ropes here, so I make sure that I know where the track is, where it starts and where it stops.
So Murray, where we're at now is we're on our main straightaway of the Bondurant road course. Now this track that we're going to be using for this first session is the track that we use from, you know, having our pro drivers out here to our teenage defensive driving. Everybody has an opportunity to drive this course, and this is a great tool. You know, depending how you want to look at it, is if you're in the defensive driving program, this could be an unfamiliar road. So we want to see how well you can adapt to this. Now, as a race car driver, this could be a pretty technical track because you're coming from a high speed section to a low speed section. Different variations of corners, from constant, decreasing, increasing radius corners. So it's really taking the driver and using all his resources to get around here correctly.
I see that you've got that high-speed corner sectioned off.
Yeah, for this first session out, we're going to use a smaller portion of our track, and this is just going to give us a good opportunity to see where you're at driving-wise. So I want to put you on the stopwatch and see how well you do the first 4 laps in that new Corvette. Now, as we're driving around, I'm just going to point out a few things so obviously you don't get lost and you're safe. But we have a couple different variations of cones set up. If you notice the inside here, you see a double cone. Yes. Or even just ahead of the car, you'll see another double cone. Yeah. Those are representing where the apexes of the corner are located. So we want you to position the car right next to these references. Now, in some areas of the track, you may notice a 4, 3, 2, 1 marker. Okay. Yes. Now, these references are representing a braking zone where you guys are going to be approaching a corner. This is where you would anticipate getting on the brakes and slowing the car down for your next corner. So as you're driving around out on the racetrack, make sure you're getting your vision up, looking where you want the car to go next. It's very easy to be out here and get distracted by one of these references and tend to target fixate on it. But one of the biggest keys to getting around a racetrack or even driving properly is always looking where you want the car to go next. So for example, as I'm driving through this corner here, I'm already scanning and setting up a mental route. You can see your next coned references we have set up. There's a braking zone, but then as you start scanning the corner, you can tell what type of references or what type of corner is coming up. So before you even get there, you know what to do with the car.
Sure.
Now, as you start making it through this section, this is turns 11 and 12. It's almost like a chicane where it comes hard left and do immediate hard right. This is one of the more technical sections of the track. So when you first drive through here the first couple times, really anticipate slowing the car down and getting the car through there correctly without over driving the entry or going too fast in. Think about slowing the car down a little bit more going into it so you can set up better coming off. It's about precision and being on line more than anything. This is what we call the carousel. It's actually a portion of the Firebird drag strip. Definitely the fastest corner on the racetrack. So as you come through here, make sure you get the car set correctly, make sure you get the car balanced well, so you're not going through there producing any type of understeer or oversteer. You just want a well-balanced car. using the weight to help determine where your level of grip is. You know, obviously if you want the car to turn well, try to position that weight more on the front of the car just so you can increase that front grip to get it to turn or to respond better. And as you make your way through the carousel, we're going to position ourselves to turns 14 and 15, which is going to lead you back down our front straightaway. Yep. So my advice for you your first time out is, one, always make sure you're looking where you want the car to go next. Get your vision up. You know, you can relate that to flying helicopters. You know, look where you want that vehicle or that helicopter to go next so you know what to do before you get there. Determine your route, 4, 3, 2, 1 markers. You know there's a braking zone coming up. You know of your apex. So you're establishing that route before you even get there. Do all your aggressive braking in a straight line prior to corner entry, just so you're not going too fast into the corner to obviously make a mistake or put yourself in a bad scenario. So work on that straight line braking going in. Lastly, when you do apply the power, make sure you apply the power smoothly. You know, you're going to be driving a 430 horsepower Corvette. You know, if you get too greedy with that gas pedal, the car's going to let you know because it's going to go into some serious oversteer. So when you do apply power, make sure it's a smooth application. Okay, smooth is fast.
Well, slow is smooth and smooth is fast is what we say when we're drawing the gun from the holster.
Absolutely, it's very relative. You know, usually where incidents happen is if you go out 10 tenths right away, unfamiliar with the environment and unfamiliar with your vehicle.
Sure.
So what we'll do is after those 4 laps, those 4 timed laps, you're going to be coming off the carousel, turns 14 and 15, and you're going to see a pit lane on your right-hand side.
Yes.
So what I'll do is, as you approach that last lap, I'll just give you that 1 lap signal. Once you see that 1 lap signal, it's not going to be timed, so you can gradually slow down, you know, gather yourself back up, and just prepare to pull in the pit lane.
Okay.
So the pit entrance, like I said, is going to be right over here to the right-hand side. You'll see that separation in the tire.
So you're saying after my 4th lap, do 1 lap to kind of cool down, slow down.
Exactly.
And then come back in here to the paddock and we'll have a debriefing.
Absolutely. Yep. Sounds good.
Okay. Felt a lot better. I was getting the gears on that one. A lot better.
So the gearing definitely helped a little bit.
Oh yeah,
very good. So besides that, how else did you feel? What else?
Well, of course, as you know, it's downright exhilarating.
Yeah, it'll do it to you.
And no, this is a fine track. It seems to be quite technical in nature. I'm no race car driver by profession, but I can see where the technical difficulties lie, especially coming out of the straightaway into that very tight apex turn down there. You call that your first turn number one? Turn 1, yeah.
You know, the first couple laps, you know, we really just wanted to get you out there, get you on the stopwatch, see what your baseline is. And with those 5 laps that we did time-wise, you know, your first time out is going to be a 111.83, which, you know, is not a bad lap to begin with. But then as you look through, you know, your second lap you turned to 109, so that was already about 2 seconds faster than your first lap. And then you went back down to a 110, and then you went back down to a 109, and then you went up to a 110.2. So, you know, those 5 laps within about 2.5 seconds from one another, from your fastest to your slowest lap. Things we can do, obviously, is consistency. We can get you a little bit more comfortable with the car, give you a few more pointers to get you around there, where we can shave, you know, quite a few seconds off, but make it within a second each and every lap. As far as safety and things like that, you did your job for those first 5 laps. Now it's just taking what we have now and making you smoother, quicker, more efficient, more consistent.
Precision, speed, and safety.
Yep, bingo.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I really I feel lacking in terms of you know, the professional touch, the finesse, and but I'm real excited to have you help me polish up my skills over the next couple of days.
Oh yeah, you know, we have this track to ourselves for the next 2 days. We have a lot of the other parts of the facility where we can start working on the fundamentals and going back to the basics to clean up your braking going into the corner, or even just going back to the elementary school, just looking where you want the car to go. And things like that will improve your overall lap time, but once again, it's getting a consistent fast lap time that we really want.
Sure. And that's a Cutlery High Performance tip.